Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Mecha'thun Warrior, Doom in the Tomb edition. So, Doom in the Tomb event, the wild event, brought a significant card back to the standard format for Mecha'thun Warrior, and that card is Emperor Thaurissan. At the end of a turn, reduce the cost of cards in your hand by 1. And this has opened up a new Mecha'thun combo for Mecha'thun Warrior. It still resembles the old one, so it's a boomship combo. Your final hand, deck has to be empty, your hand will have to be empty, and battle will have to be empty, but you will clean up your battlefield with the combo, so it's just the deck and hand. And your final hand is boomship, Mecha'thun, Malygos, one optional minion. If you have a leftover minion, you can have that. And then either 2 copies of Whirlwind or 1 copy of Whirlwind and 1 copy of Warpath. And thanks to Emperor Thaurissan, depending on which combo you're exactly going to use, if you use double Whirlwind, it's enough that 1 combo piece is discounted. If you use Whirlwind Warpath, you need discounts on 2 pieces. So then you play your Boomship, it pulls Malygos on the board, it pulls Mecha'thun on the board. Then you play a Whirlwind for 6 damage, and either another Whirlwind for 6 damage or a Warpath for 6 damage. And Mecha'thun effect is activated before Warpath returns to your hand from the Echo, so it works that way. But you can't do it with 2 Warpaths, and you can't do it with Warpath first in the Whirlwind, so Warpath has to be the last card if you're using Warpath for the combo. As before, Mecha'thun Warrior is this sort of control combo hybrid deck, because it's not as fast as drawing cards as lots of other combo decks are. You have some ways to draw cards, sure, like Towncrier pulls some of those rush minions from the deck, there's Shield Block, there's Acolyte of Pain, and you have some ways to activate your Acolyte of Pain, because you can do like Acolyte of Pain into Warpaths, you can do Acolyte of Pain into Dino Medic, one of my favorite moves. So you can draw some cards with that. Then you have some weapons projects, so you can also use this for weapon removal, or you can use this to give your opponent a weapon that you then remove with Harrison Jones in order to draw cards. However, despite all of these card draw tools, it is still not quite as fast as most combo decks are. But in addition to the card draw, you also have removal cards that are almost equivalent to a Control Warrior. There's the Brawls and the Dino Medics and the Plague of Wrath, bunch of Rush minions, Warpaths, Whirlwinds, Shield Slams. And remember, you only need 2 copies of Whirlwind plus Warpath in total, so you can use 2 copies before your combo. And of course, if you're playing in a highly defensive matchup, the opponent is just going to try to aggro you down and you can just play a full control role, ignoring the whole combo. Then you can just freely use these. In some of those games you can even play Malygos on the board and just play Malygos Whirlwind, 6 damage AoE. That can be used that way too without resorting to the full combo. And then we come to a key point about the deck in the current meta, performance. I had exactly 50% win rate with this deck, and I guess that is a little bit disappointing. I had better expectations for Mecha'thun Warrior. I mean, I love playing Mecha'thun Warrior. I have played this in every metagame since it was introduced. But on the other hand, statistics on HS Replay were telling me that 50% might not even be possible. But I hit that 50%. What can you conclude of that? I had some fun moments with this, but giving up a little bit of that Control Warrior defensiveness in order to have Malygos, Boomship, Mecha'thun, that little bit just might sometimes be too much, because there's stuff like Highlander decks, there's stuff like Shamans, they can just keep pressuring you turn after turn after turn, and then when you have some combo pieces in hand, those cards are not very usable, you can't use them to defend yourself early on, and that difference between this and a real Control Warrior, in which every card is a card that you can use all the time, that just makes a tiny bit worse at defending. And even Control Warrior is not the hottest deck at the moment. So overall, Mecha'thun Warrior is playable. If you like to play this kind of deck, you can. It's not so bad that you just keep losing with it, but it's a very difficult deck to climb with at the moment. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're generally looking for card draw, Towncrier, Acolyte of Pain, Then depending on the matchup, some removal pieces. Typically you need something like Brawls against much of the board swarming that's going on right now. Speaking of Brawl, Brawl is a card that is in some metas has been difficult to get rid of, because Brawl can only be cast when there are at least 2 minions on the board. And one of the things that Dr. Boom solves for this deck is that issue. Because once you turn yourself into Dr. Boom, then you get hero power to create 3/1/1 tokens, and then you can play your Brawls. But I guess in the current meta that's like nice to know, but not very relevant because there's a lot of board swarming around. If you enjoy this content, you can support the channel by joining as a subscriber or as a member on YouTube, and joining as a follower or subscriber on Twitch. And now, let's go take a look at Mecha'thun Warrior in action. I do like that combination. Oh, my correct warpath still works okay. Yeah, that's how I figured it should work. But you can't do warpath with 2 different warpaths, because then you will have 1 echo card in your hand at all times. Alright, but let's go into this mage game. This should be a much more favorable matchup for me. My draw is looking better as well. Do I risk the Acolyte? Because there's a chance that I play the Acolyte and he prevents me from drawing multiple times with it. I think I'll take the chance. I mean, Frostbolt is the only card that can prevent it, and it's a Highlander mage, so what are the odds that he has a Frostbolt in hand? Those odds are pretty low. Well, he turned out to have Frostbolt in hand. Okay. 1 card in the entire deck. 1 card. The problem is that if he runs counterspell in that deck, that can be a problem. Not time to equip a weapons project yet. I think I'll play a Dino Medic. We could see. Okay, so counterspell, Spellbender, or Splitting Image. Alright.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Okay, that's cool. If it's counterspell, I try to play weapons project. That doesn't go through. But I can still try. It's fine. Because then I have like Militia Commander as an alternative play. Let's check out whether it's counterspell. It is counterspell. Okay, we get rid of a counterspell here. And that's cool. That's really sweet. Getting rid of a counterspell is always good. I still have another weapons project to use with Harrison. And so far things are going rather nicely. Not an Emperor turn though. I don't have any of the combo pieces. Mage can have some big stuff, so I think I'll use the Omega Devastator on 10 mana. Thaurissan is always better than One Mummy and Darius. Absolutely in this archetype. It's not even close. Well, cleaning up that rag isn't that simple now, is it?
No.
Probably need to play a Dino Medic and armor up. Then there's possibility to like maybe clean it up with a Restless Mummy afterwards. We'll see. Or we can just tank it a little while too, with Boom on 9. Potentially. Could you fit Super Collider in? Maybe. It's not easy, but maybe. But I'm not sure if I have help to really do it. Okay, and this is a Restless Mummy now. I think it has to be a Restless Mummy. I do need to kill that rag. Buy myself some time so that I can play Boom next turn. This kind of deck could run Antonidas. Okay, so it's some kind of a Nesot build. That's cool. this will be a Dr. Boom turn. Let's get this boom party on the way.
You're in my hands now.
Okay, he's looking for the Power of Creation. Or Pocket Galaxy, maybe. That can work too. Now he can get the Antonidas if I'm not fast enough. Alright, so... Antonidas is the biggest problem. I suppose I can handle pretty much everything else. I think Omega Devastator is fine here. I can use this to kill this stuff. Leaves him with a 0-5 of course, but I already saw Ziliax. There could be a Sneap Snap though. Power of Creation, but unless it picks up some charge minions, it's not that big of a deal. So this will have to be Warpathing, right? I will still have some activators left for the Plague of Wrath. Brawling, just not that great of a brawl. I mean, I could hero power and brawl, then it's 50% that I win the brawl. I actually think that's pretty good. Let's do it like that. So now 50% chance that I actually end up winning the brawl. And I kill all of his minions. And I have more brawls in hand, and this saves the Warpath, Plague of Wrath, for example. So at this point it's pretty much the Antonidas that's the threat. At least Antonidas is the main threat.
The end is coming!
Sure. I don't mind time. I like time. I could just triple Warpath to draw cards. I think that's cool.
Speak to me.
Let's just draw some cards. I can still let the Doomsayer go off too. It's fine. I get a bit deeper into my deck. I had the Weapons Project Harrison. Well, now I don't have the hand space. I don't have the Boom Ship. Nor do I have 2 copies of Whirlwind. So it's not an Emperor turn yet. Safeguard is the only death rattle that has died. So my biggest concern is that whether he has a counterspell in the deck. Many builds don't have a counterspell anymore. And he played the Keysmith at the wrong time. 10 cards. This draws 3. Uses 2 and draws 3. I can't afford to do that. So I need to shield block here, I think. So I can shield block again. And play Restless Mummy. Just do it like this. 9 cards in hand. Alright. Need to get rid of more cards still. Alright. It's a nasty looking Siamat that also draws a card. How much more is there? That's a Conjurer's Calling, right? Yeah, that's what it looked like. Okay. So I have several options. Not all of them involve using my Whirlwind. I could just Shield Slam the Boom. And then I could Ziliax the Luna. 6 mana, 7, 8 mana. Am I fine drawing just 2 with the Harrison next turn? I probably am actually. Can't get Harrison and Emperor on the same turn. And I do need to kill the Luna. I can't let the Luna stick. Okay, so I'm shield slamming the Boom. Then Hero Power, Magnetized Ziliax. Use that to kill that one. This will have to be enough, right? Yeah, I can't equip the weapons project here. Alright, that's a cheap Caligos. Okay, Caligos creates more secrets. That can be a problem. So let's say the secret is another counter spell. That would be an issue. Nothing more to draw with this. Whirlwind Warpath remaining. 9 cards in hand.
Okay then.
But if this gets countered, 8. That's 15 damage. Let's check for entity first. Not an entity. But I cannot use a discounted whirlwind. If I discount the whirlwind, I can't use that for the counter spell proc. For I kind of want to draw. I think we'll go with this line still. Let's see. But the whirlwind is now earmarked for the combo.
You require my assistance?
Okay, full cost Antonidas is a good thing. Zero cost Flame Strike obviously is not. But that's just one fireball. That's cool. And there's a 1-mana whirlwind. 3 cards in the deck. I can draw them naturally too. It's okay. I can do 3 turns. So I can play the weapons project into the counter spell if there's one. 5 mana. Yeah. I can play this into a counter spell. There is no counter spell. Alright. Then this whirlwind and Plague of Wrath will kill. 5 mana. I don't want to draw with the Harrison right now. But that's okay, Harrison can be my +1. 5 mana. I can afford to use this for lifesteal minion, that's cool. Whirlwind, Plague of Wrath. This is fine. Three cards in the deck. Big snippety snap. That is pretty big. He has just 1 fireball. So it's going to be this whirlwind and this warpath that I need. I'm actually going to Harrison this. If I draw the shield slam, Harrison, the recycler is okay to keep. Harrison, shield slam, brawl. Combo next turn. Harrison. Shield slam. Brawl. Next turn is the combo. So he has to kill me this turn, right? Or he has to have a counter spell. Kill me this turn or have counter spell. Those are the options. What's it gonna be? Is there a counter spell? That's not a counter spell. Okay. So then it's Boom Ship. Whirlwind. Warpath. Right. Like, I could have 2 Plagues of Wrath, or I could have a Super Collider here somewhere. A couple of things could be done to tweak the deck, but I think this is the best that you can build it right now. I don't think there's a better way. Not right now. So, Warlock, so I always believe it's a 2-lock when it's a Warlock deck. But we're about to find out. Some people are playing some kind of plot twist builds too. But if he's considering using the coin, it has to be a 2. No plot twist, no self-respecting plot twist Warlock would use the coin already.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Good sidekick. I don't have an immediate answer here. I'll just take a hit over there. This can be a problem. We'll see. It could be a Highland build too. Okay, so that rules out the Dino Medic. Is it too early to Warpath? Yes, it does not open up a Dino Medic board anyway. Next turn I could do Shield Block, Shield Slam. If I don't do Warpath, then double Warpath on forward. It doesn't even do much. So I probably need to do Shield Block, Shield Slam next turn. Kill the Flame Imp.
These stones shall break your bones.
Now I actually need to kill the Trasher. Prevent the Vulture plays. So hard because there's also the Taunt minion that prevents the Militia Commander from getting through. But I think this has to be the shield Slam on that one. That was now the biggest minion. So if he has a because if he runs this, he runs the Diseased Vulture. This could still be a Highlander build too. I probably have to play Dino Medic next turn. Then I can potentially do like triple Warpath the turn after. Dino Medic can try to open up the path a little bit. Weapons Project doesn't do anything. It's a Dino Medic. It probably at least kills the Mermaid. Oh, that was a good Dino Medic. Because it also killed the Taunt minion. That was a big deal. So it is not a Highlander build, but it is definitely a Diseased Vulture build. Next Vulture and tap. But I suppose I need to triple Warpath this turn regardless. Yeah, I don't see an Acolyte doing a lot here. What if I play the Militia Commander now? But then if he plays the Vulture next turn, I don't have an answer to that. I think this just has to be the Warpath. Just Warpath these down. This is Vulture and tap. He could do that, but it's unlikely that he can pick up a Taunt and then the Militia Commander can kill the Vulture, so he gets only 1 3-drop out of it. Unless he has like Vulture into double Crystallizer or something like that. Does he get a Taunt? Ho! 5-4. Well, that was unexpected. Not a whole lot I can do about it. It's there. I need to play an Acolyte out there. But that... you don't often get a 5-4 as your 3-drop. That's a pretty big deal. But he kind of needs to kill the Acolyte at least. He still has another Vulture, of course. He probably runs Crystallizers, possibly a Spirit Bomb. Could be the Khan build. Oh, that allows him to kill the... That allows him to kill the... Oh. Nasty things just keep happening here. But Brawl is not the answer now, is it? No, Warpath is the answer. Warpath has to be the answer, right? I don't see a better way. If I Brawl now... A little bit hurts to use another Warpath here. But I think I have to. Okay, we get rid of that assault, but he still has 5 cards in hand, so there's plenty more to come. I wanted to use that Warpath with an Acolyte to draw cards, but this time I just couldn't pull it off. Another Vulture, that's a big problem. Especially if he has any crystallizers or anything like that. No, and I do pick up a Shield Slam, which is excellent. I'm going to get another Acolyte that only draws 1 card. That's tough. I have to try to use the Acolyte later with the Dino-Medic, right? I believe so, yes. Just Shield Slam that. These cost 8 mana. I might as well equip a Weapons Project this turn. I'm out of Shield Slams anyway. Yeah, this could be useful. He's going to be able to play a bunch of stuff though, so maybe I can't get many hits on the Acolyte. If I can't get a lot of hits on the Acolyte, then that can be a problem. Restless Mummy. Does that change something? No, one of the least threatening turns. I'm quite likely to get 1 hit on the sidekick. So I probably want to tank the sidekick first. Then try to get some card draw going. I'll tank the sidekick first. Then I'll play these. Hopefully I can get some hits on the Acolyte, so that I can get some card draw here. I get a full 3 hits on the Acolyte. That is splendid news. That is splendid news indeed. He of course has a lot of cards left. Vultures are gone, but there's still plenty of other stuff. And face is always the place, isn't it? There can be the Khan, there can be Sea Giants. Stuff like that's possible. But he ignores this, and that means that I can just Celiax into that one.
It's your lucky day.
I have 1 more Weapons Project in the deck, but I do have the option to just take away that Gear Blade there. I also have the option to remove the Magic Carpet. That might be more important at the moment. So we're going in with the Celiax.
Unity, precision, perfection.
And Celiax is going to kill the 5/5. Wow. I think I'm also going in with Restless Mummy. But the Restless Mummy will also be so good after a Brawl. One way or another he will kill the... Now I'll go in with the Restless Mummy. And I can kill the Magic Carpet. So... no rush for new minions, unless there's another Magic Carpet. Some of these decks only run 1 copy of Magic Carpet. Ah, he had the Spirit Bomb. Oh, that was pretty sweet. Although I still got 6 more healing. Well, still wasn't too bad. And there is the second copy of Magic Carpet. But now if he goes wide, then I can just brawl. He goes really wide. So then it's time to brawl and see what happens. But I don't have a good follow-up to Malygos Whirlwind. I think I'll just brawl. There are a couple of bad outcomes, but there are also some decent outcomes. And this is a fairly decent outcome. I can kill that. I can hero power a little bit. Malygos Whirlwind removes minions up to 6 health. But I haven't seen the Sea Giants yet. So they can still beat Sea Giants.
Put this apple on your head.
Then I need some kind of solution to those. That's a kind of solution to those. I could also play Dr. Boom. I could just play my Mecha'thun on this board. He can play multiple minions, he can deal a bunch of damage. They can be Leroy. I think Dr. Boom is fine. That's just Dr. Boom here. I go to 24. I don't think he has that much burst. Even with the Knife Juggler on this board. Well, we'll see soon whether that was a false evaluation. Because these knives, they come a-flying. They really come a-flying. Malygos Whirlwind kind of still seems like a reasonable move. There's no point to brawl this, right? I don't think there's any point to brawl that. Let's just Malygos and Whirlwind that one down. Down to 14. There's Leroy. If there's Leroy Soulfire, can there still be a problem? And I guess there could. Is there some kind of Leroy play that can still kill me? That's the big question. If he runs double Soulfire, Leroy Soulfire, Soulfire, that's a relatively reliable lethal. Because he has so many cards in hand. But they don't usually run that. I mean double Soulfire. But if he runs double Soulfire, then that could win the game. He did run double Soulfire and I lost. I made a mistake in that game. It's impossible to lose this matchup if you don't make a mistake. Yeah, actually the 2 damage lackey that he generated won the game. The last lackey that he generated was 2 damage lackey. But I still could have won that game if I had known what he was playing. I did not realize that he could actually play 2 Soulfires in the deck. That's so rare. If I had known that, I would have won easily. So there's also, you can see the difference between open and closed deck lists. Like if it was open decklist environment, I would have easily won the game, still. But I can't play around everything. I mean, I was playing around with the Sea Giant. I was constantly making sure that I can answer Sea Giant.
Behold, jewels of the sun.
But that wasn't what I needed to answer in this instance after all. And that's just sad, but it's the way it goes sometimes.
Job's done.
So much card draw from that. Very little I can do about it. And I think this is optimal. He gets to swing with that once, but then I get to draw 2 cards from it anyway. And I also get the kill on the Crystal Merchant. But of course he was able to gain tons of value from it already. And now I don't know if this can be like... This can be Malygos build, this can be Nomi build, this can be Faris build, this can be the Elise build. I just have no idea what I'm up against, because they all have 26 same cards. I played against one Shaman today. I lost that one.
That belongs in a museum.
Get a couple of cards from there. Now 8 cards in hand. I don't have the combo pieces other than the boom ship. Well, it's not a Malygos build if he uses a swipe like this. No self-respecting Malygos build would use a swipe like that. Or would he? Maybe if there's nothing else. Maybe he would if there's nothing else he can do. Perhaps. Can't make enough space in hand. He could have like Zephyrs for Tyrion. Long time from here though. I play Acolyte and he's only going to let me draw once from it. But I need more than one draw from it. I also think I need to get rid of some cards in hand, so I need to play the Weapons Project. So that I get rid of that card. This means that I will have no armor generation for my shield slams in the future though. So that's a bit of a problem. It's a nice set of minions. I think I'll shield slam the 6/6 and I probably will drop a Dino Medic here. If I get... I did get 3 hits, and I guess I'll face tank that one then. Then I'm not committing to a Plague of Wrath yet. I'd really want to get multiple draws from the Acolyte, that would be important. Next turn I can play Acolyte and Dino Medic. And I have enough hand space to do it, just so much depends on how strong of a turn does he have. Unfortunately he has a fairly strong turn, so lots of stats on the board. Lots of minions on the board too, unlikely to get multiple hits on my Acolyte. But I still need to try it this turn. I hope I can get at least 1 hit on that. Maybe even 2. I get 1. 1's more than nothing. We take that. So I cannot be milled, which means that he's going to make me draw 1 card. He's still ahead on card draw and he hasn't even had a... He's ahead on card draw without even having a Nourish. That Crystal Merchant on 2 is just really good. Might be difficult for me to stay alive. That... Well, I guess it's well, that swipe play just makes me think it might not be a Malygos build, but who knows. 9 cards in hand. I mean, this is a perfect Plague of Wrath board, so I suppose I do have to play Plague of Wrath here. I'm not going to get a better Plague of Wrath than that. There could be multiple Nomis later on. That could be a problem. But thing is that they can have infinite Nomis if they want. So having a Plague of Wrath to deal with a Nomi isn't really helpful. And it can still be Malygos too, we have no idea. I'm hoping he has a weak turn, but that's unlikely. On the plus side, both Surgers have been spent and Defenders have been spent, so lots of this high tempo stuff has been used here. So maybe I get a chance to play the Boom. Oh, Okay, so it's going to be... Actually, I don't know. It can still be anything, right? I wish I could play my Emperor, but I haven't seen any Whirlwinds or Warpaths. If I intend to play just the Whirlwinds, then it's enough to discount the Boom ship. So I could actually do that. I think I need to do that. Then both Whirlwinds are dedicated to the combo. Fine. That's a deal. With only discount on the Boom ship, that means that the combo has to be Whirlwind, Whirlwind. I cannot use a Warpath for the combo. But it's a Malygos build. That's harsh. That is really, really harsh. Well, that happens. Just having really bad matchups today. A lot of really bad matchups today. We're soon going to see the Elise. Oh. Still 6 cards left, but turns out that he had everything already. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.